It's 20 past 8, 22:08 in the morning. Pitched at Sprinkling Tarn, so I'm not going to talk too much. There's too many people about, mostly due to Edinburgh's, but hopefully that sets me up to get a fell done today. The conditions are perfect. Looking forward to it. I can't believe how perfect it is out there. Finally getting a chance to wear my new Oakley Sutros. It's got the blue lens this time. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's about 7:05 in the evening. Yeah, I'm finally taught now. So this is my second night. I pitched at Sprinkling Tarn, and it was full of Duke of Edinburgh awards and another 2 or 3 tents. I spent about 40 minutes talking to a wild camping from Wigan, and crashed out, but it wasn't, how can I say, it wasn't the sort of place where I could talk to the camera, because the sound would have just travelled and I'd have been waking people up, so it was all about letting them get some sleep, some rest. Yeah, it's been about, I was quite a regular at Sprinkling Tarn round about 2002, so it's been about 22 years. So it was about a couple of years there. That was like a regular haunt. And I'll always remember my last time there I got totally flattened. I was in the Voyager. There was thunder and lightning striking around me and everything, and that was my last time. So it was quite nostalgic going back there. But it was, how can I say, I just went there just to sort of settle in. I was going to do a few nights, but I'm not now. I'll explain that, the reasons why later. But the weather, it's been, I want to say, blinding sunshine, hence the new Oakleys Sutros. And then like fronts coming in where I thought I was going to get a good soak, and hence the waterproofs on, and I didn't get any rain at all. So it doesn't seem to know what it wants to do, the weather, but you can see for miles. I'm pitched right on Seathwaite Fell. When I trigger it in on the OS map, and I'm right on it, but I'd say I'm about 25 foot down from the main cairn. It's like a round patch of grass, and then it's just rock where the cairn is. And I did pitch quite early. But yeah, I've snapped my strap. I'll show you. This is my Gregory pack. Me dear Gregory. I love this pack, but it's going to the graveyard. And what's happened is instead of picking it up by the handle, I mean, I never do that. How can I say, I'm rough. I've always treated them roughly, just dragged them about really. So I've picked it up by this part, yeah, the hood. And it's just, yeah, it's snapped. So it's been flopping about all over the hood or the brain, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to have to go straight down tomorrow. I have kept my old Oakley Osprey, you know, the Osprey pack. I was going to throw that out a couple of weeks ago, and I'm glad I haven't. And what I'll do is I'll use that for 3 or 4 weeks, and I'll have a look online, I'll look about and see what's going on with packs. It's not a subject I'm up to date with really, or really follow. Obviously I'm going to have to replace this. But the thing I won't be looking for is an ultra lightweight pack, because it's not going to last 5 minutes with me. Not what I'm going to be putting it through. I need something that's comfortable and robust. But I did like this pack, so part of me blames me. No, there's a handle at the back to pick a pack up, but it's something I've just always done. Just grab hold and like move that over there or whatever, and it just, like, I went like that, and boom, it's just pulled it, snapped it right out. So that's how I sort of started my day. So I spat my dummy out a bit really, but I'm not going to let it ruin my jollies. Nah. So well, I'm pitched, and I'm going to get settled. I haven't made a cup of tea or anything. I just I crashed out for a couple of hours. Yeah, new piece of kit. The Scarpa Terras. So that's the first run out on this trip. I can see why they're the best selling boat in the UK. I mean, my very first pair of Scarpas, I bought them in 2000, so 24 years ago. And I always remember my mate who used to come up onto the fells with, telling me don't be coming straight out with them, you know, on the fells. So wear them 5 minutes a day for a while, then 10 minutes a day at home, then build up to going for a 10-minute walk outside and build up from there. And that's what I had to do. And like he said they'll take days, weeks and months to break in, and they did. Once they broke in, they were just like he said, what you'll know when they broke in, because they'll be just so comfortable. So I think I had about 3 pair of Scarpas. I've got a pair of Scarpas now, but it's the blue suede ones. They're more like a mountain boot now. What else have I got? I've got the Scarpa, pair of Scarpa Rangers Gtx. They work straight out of the box. They were quite snug though, and it was after a few trips, and then they gave, and all of a sudden there was a lot of slackness on space inside the boat. And these are quite snug, but you can come straight out with them. These probably look a bit darker because I didn't need to, but I just put an extra coat of wax on them, because we're not having summer yet. Latest, that's for sure. And after, where did I go? Get my last soaking. I can't remember the name of the fell now. Weatheringham, can't remember. But I remember thinking, well, I need a new pair of lightweight boots or shoes. And I thought, well, I'm not getting a pair of like Moabs or whatever make, where it's just material with Gore-Tex, because they're waterproof for about 2 trips, and then they're not. I mean, if I was going to do a trail, obviously where it goes, it's just a pair of lightweight trainers, isn't it? But that's not what I'm doing. Up here, in the Lake District, when it highs down, it gets more rain than anywhere. It's like it's like standing under a waterfall sometimes. So I need water, and I've walked through bogs and all sorts up here, boggy grounds and that. My feet are nice and dry. That's what I want up here. But they're like a Ranger. They're like my Ranger. They're just lighter weight. I mean, they will say it's not for, was it, not for anything too strenuous, spot on for, I would say, for summer on these fells, where you can still get a good soaking. So I'm happy with them. But yeah, I can see why they're the best selling boot in the UK, for sure. Yeah, when I was talking to that wild camper, I was from Wigan, we were both coughing like this. And I could hear him when he was on the island, pitched on the island coughing. I thought, God, he's got the same cough as me. And he'd had, what, 3 courses of antibiotics, and he's had pneumonia. Just like one of my mates at work who had this cough. But I got back from Wetherill, and last week, and I've been literally laid up for a week. Yeah, it's done me head in, but the weather over here's been crap anyway, so it just doesn't seem to be happening yet. But the forecast is for like the second half of July for it to warm up over here, so I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. Right, so I haven't had a cup of tea or anything yet. I've got 4.5 litres of water with me, which I got from a stream. I would say that's the one good thing about up here, unlike when I did Swirl House and where I had to carry 4.5 litres up from the car. Here, there's just streams and brooks everywhere. So that's 4.5 kilos I didn't have to carry up here, I'm happy to say. But yeah, I've got tons of water. Just loads of dehydrated food because I was going to be out for a few nights. But not now. Yeah, that's going to be my meal. So, perfect mash, butter and herb. So I'll pour that into this titanium pan here. Put some hot water in, just take the spoon. It should be ready within a minute. That's what it says. Never had that on a wild camp before. It's nice to bring different things up like that. See what it's like. That's really, really nice. It actually tastes like potato with butter and herbs in, like it's supposed to taste. I'll be doing that again. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, nothing to see out there. It's just clag. But I'm not getting off this mat either to go out because it's just the ground's too boggy, so I don't want my sleeping bag or anything like that to get wet. I'm just gonna crash and try and get a good night's sleep. (6:25). Time to go. I'm tired. Right, I've been outside. It's bleak out there. I have had a good night's sleep, but that's what I need. That's the first thing I'm going to do today. Get one of these down my neck. A couple of lozenges. I can't breathe. That's all I'm having this morning. Cinnamon flavoured porridge. I'll use that titanium pan as a bowl and just pour some hot water into it. Just a quick easy fix. That's all I'm good for. Quick talk about me setup. So I've brought the Wiki Up 3 out. I haven't brought the pole out with me or the inner, just the Wiki Up 3 and then the missing link, so I can link 2 walking poles together. So I would imagine, I'm just estimating here, that that'll weigh between 500 and 600 grams. It feels like nothing basically, but I got around not using the inner. First of all, I brought the Rab ground mat out. I wouldn't call it a ground sheet, a waterproof ground sheet, because I've had water ingress through that before, but I can't remember if I treated it, you know, what's it called, I can't remember, that tin stuff, you know, on the underside, and then I've washed and treated and then sprayed. So I've really loaded it up with waterproof, and on this ground that I'm on, it's boggy. If you kneel in it, water starts rising up. That's how bad it is. And nothing came through, because when I committed to pitch and I got him in here, I went, oh no, because I hadn't checked the ground out. I just wanted to be close to the cairn, the main cairn. But it's worked a treat. The Terra boots, I reckon they feel a bit tight. My feet were hurting last night, but I know from the ranges I'm just going to it's just going to need a couple of weeks, and then they'll start to loosen up, and there'll be a lot more give on them. I've scuffed them to bits already, so they're well on the way. And the other bits, there was another new piece of gear. Well, I'm not going to talk about, because I never used it. But it was something else I brought in to tie in with this setup to give me some flexibility about where, you know, it's a different game now I'm getting into. Oh, I wanted to get out for multiple nights, but on different types of pitches, and pitches where, let's say, really difficult pitches really. But I'll go into that when I do it. I'm not talking about that now. Time for some porridge. So yeah, that was something I forgot to mention, because my head's all fogged up with this bug. I got around sort of the insect side of it. I treated my clothing with permethrin, plus I brought insect repellent with me, and I treated myself. I made sure my socks, my duds were tucked into my socks. I was fully clothed, and then I put a head net on when I went to sleep, and that fastened tightly down here, so nothing could get in that way. And I had a comfortable night's sleep, and do you know what I mean? Instead of having to carry that in it was just something I wanted to try, paring it down. And I've had 2 nights out and it's worked, I think. I put it this way, I don't want any ticks crawling all over me, inside my clothing and stuff like that, or whatever, all over my face. And so I got around that way. But if it meant not having to carry like an inner, how much is that going to weigh? Half a kilo. It actually tastes alright. Yeah, you can taste the cinnamon. Yeah, I can see me doing that more often as well. You know, when you're focusing on paring it down and dehydrated, it's taking you about a minute to make. Yeah, I'll be doing that more as well. So that mashed potato with the butter and the herb, it actually tastes like mashed potato with butter and herb. I don't know how much it weighed, but it was light and packed down to nothing. And so did these porridges, so it's definitely way to go up here. For sure, up here. Right, I'm just going to call this one end instead of waffling on about nothing. That's Seathwaite Fell done. So I've had 2 nights out. I need to get down because my rucksack's broken. I'll pack away. I'll go into town, have a pot of tea, bite to eat, and I'll see how I feel. I'll probably do a bit of shopping. The local outdoor shop, stuff like that. Or one of them. And then I might shoot over to Horton and Ribblesdale. I'll see how I feel, but that's me thinking, maybe go over there for a couple of nights, spend a couple of nights at the campsite, which is at the foot of Pennygent. I really like that campsite. And then pop into the local inn, have a couple of baby shams, maybe. The odd glass of shandy. But if I go over there, I'll take some nice food as well. I've got a campsite set up. I've got a frying pan and what have you. Plates, knives, forks, spoons, mugs. So yeah, I might do that. Then go home, rejig the gear. Probably have to dig my old Osprey out. I'm going to try not to buy a rucksack between here and going home. I've done that before, broken a piece of kit and then I just buy a piece and hanger. And all that ends up happening is a few weeks down the line, then I get the piece of kit that I really want. So I'm going to try not to do that. I'll just dig the old Osprey out and see what's the crack with the rucksacks now. I don't want an ultra lightweight one because obviously they're not rugged enough for me and why I use them. I need something that's robust. I need that compromise between not being too heavy but not being like trying to carry something in a paper bag basically. That's just going to last 5 minutes. So anyway, that's Seathwaite Fell. It's done, and I'm just going to wait and see what happens with the weather as well before I come back out. The ones that I'm going to be doing next, I need good weather to do them now. They're starting to get a bit more tricky now, the ones I'm going to do, a lot of them, the ones I want to get done. So anyway, enough of this. Bye.